Dear 18-year-old Vicky, how I wish you spent your money on skincare instead of makeup. Yours sincerely, your older self. Today I've got a different kind of hairstyle haul. I want to talk about Korean skincare. It took me a little while to put together this video because I want to use the products for at least a month before I give you an honest review. Just to give you an overview of my skin type, aka what I've got to work with. Your girl is in her 30s. By youth. I used to be the cleanse, tone, moisturize kind of girl, but after discovering the 10-step Korean skincare routine, I started using essences, serums, and anti-aging products. My skin condition actually improved over time, even though I'm getting older. It's never too late to start looking after yourself. I just wish I did it a little bit earlier. For the longest time, I thought my skin type was oily until I did a skin test in Tokyo a few years ago. I discovered my skin type was actually dry. It was producing excess sebum because I was using products that were stripping the moisture out of it. I also get hormonal breakouts before and during my period, and I scar very easily. This is when I picked my scar off. I know I shouldn't be picking my face, but I do that all the time. I'm constantly looking for products that would improve my hyperpigmentation situation. I've linked all the products in the description box down below. You can just click the links directly if you like any of them, and you can also use my code Vikings with 2 Ks, just like Vicky, if you want to grab anything from YesStyle and get a little discount. Okay, I've got lots of products to get through. Let's chat about skincare. The first category is cleanser. If you haven't started double cleansing, do it now. A lot of people put their focus on finding the best serum or the best moisturizer, but I think a good cleanser is just as important. You need to prep your skin properly so the goodness that goes on it won't go to waste. The first product I want to chat about is this Heimish All Clean Balm. It's an oil-based cleanser and I use it as my go-to makeup remover. This product doesn't foam up. It looks kind of like wax and it's got this slight herbal smell. The container comes with a little spatula. I would grab 3 to 4 tiny scoops with a spatula and just dot it on the north, south, east and west of my face and just lather it in. It would go a little bit milky, and when you rinse with water, it would just wash away all the impurities. I wear makeup quite a bit. This would dissolve the heaviest makeup, even waterproof mascara. What I love about this product is the feeling you get after you use it. It leaves your skin feeling really supple and clean without feeling dry at all. This product is so gentle, so you don't get the tightness after washing your face. It's not stripping all the moisture out of your skin. For 30 New Zealand dollars, you get 100 mils of this, and this could last me a good 4 to 6 months depending on how much makeup I wear and how dirty my face is. I could just adjust the number of scoops I use. I see the price tag against the results and I rate this 5 out of 5. I've got all these MDs to prove how much of a serial purchaser I am. The next category is exfoliators. For 2 to 3 times a week, I would use an exfoliator after my double cleanse just to give my skin a really good deep cleanse to get the impurities out of my pores. Sorry, I'm about to butcher the pronunciation of Gommage. This Innisfree Green Barley Gommage peeling mask is a goodie if you are busy and lazy like me. It comes out like a paste and it's got these tiny little grains like little rolled up bits of tissue paper. It has this light natural fragrance that just smells like efficacy. I'm pretty generous with this product. I would usually use about 2 to 3 squeezes of the size of an almond because I've got a pretty big face. I would spread a layer over my face and my neck. After waiting for literally like 3 minutes, you can just gently exfoliate and rinse it off. I love how easy it is to use and how little time you need. It literally makes your skin feel like a baby's bottom after using it. It takes away all the dead skin cells without drying it up. It's only 24 New Zealand dollars and you get 120 mils, and you only need to use it 2 times a week. This deserves 5 out of 5. I took it with me when I went traveling last year and it literally saved my face after too much partying. If I have a little bit more time, I would use this Neogen Dermalogy Bio Peel Gauze Peeling. I usually get the wine flavor because it just smells so good. It literally smells like a grape lolly every time I use it. A tub comes with 30 pads and each pad has a rough gauzy side and a soft cottony side. I will use the rough gauzy side to massage my face for 10 to 15 minutes, and then I'll flip it around and use the embossed cottony side to pat down and work in the nutrients after the scrubbing. I love how this product is a hybrid of physical and chemical exfoliation. You use the pad to scrub your face, but it's also soaked in red wine extract, which has a lot of goodies like AHA and lactic acid. I would use this 1 to 2 times a week after cleansing my face, and I find this very effective for removing dead skin cells and clearing up your clogged pores. You think you've washed your face and it's clean, right? Nah mate, nothing is more satisfying when you see that dirt collected on the pad after scrubbing it for 15 minutes. I think it improved my skin texture, and after repeatedly using it, I find it also kind of like lightening my hyperpigmentation situation. For $41, you get 30 sheets in this tub and you only use it 2 times max a week. I would give this product 5 out of 5. Your skin will thank you for this. Just look at how many tubs I've gone through already. The next category is toner. I know some people think toners are unnecessary, but I think it's important to give your face a final wipe down before you put your moisturizers and your treatments on it. Just want to give a shout out to the packaging designer of the ABIP Rebalancing Toner Skin Booster. As you can see, this toner is clear and it has a real thin consistency. What I would do is to soak my cotton pad with this and just massage my face for a minute or 2. This is the moment when I would know whether I've cleansed my face properly, because you will see the dirt collected on the cotton pad if you haven't. This step is absolutely necessary. I just want to make sure I got all the makeup residue and the dirt off my face before I start putting my treatments on. ABIP is a fairly new brand to me, but I'm really enjoying this toner. A high pH value could potentially damage your face's natural acid barrier. This ABIP toner has a pH value of 5.5 to 6, which is an optimal level for human skin. I'm giving this a 4.5 out of 5. At $41, this is on the pricier side for a toner, but I do love a good non-alcoholic toner that doesn't feel stripping on my skin, and this one is just that. The next category is Essence. Essence is a funny little guy because it looks kind of like a toner, and you might think, why do I need this? Essences are the heart of a Korean skincare routine. Usually they're loaded with concentrated, hydrating, and anti-aging ingredients. This Missha Time Revolution, the first treatment essence RX, is hands down one of my holy grail products in my skincare routine. The texture is just like a toner and it has no smell. I would just put a bit of this on a cotton pad and I'll spread it across my face and my neck and just leave it for a little bit and pat it down and just let it soak up all the goodness. This essence is super hydrating and it gets absorbed real quick. Now let me tell you why I love this product. It really improved my skin texture. I used to have real rough skin and it's quite bumpy, and this really helped clearing that up. After using this product for a few years now, I can honestly say my skin has finally achieved that balance. It's no longer super oily from being deprived of moisture. At 53 New Zealand dollars, people say this is a cheaper dupe of the SK2 facial treatment. I can vouch for that because I have used both products. The Missha one is just as good and just as nourishing as the SK2 one. I'm gonna rate this 5 out of 5. It's worth every penny that I've spent, and I'm just gonna keep using this. The next category is serum, my favorite step of the whole Korean skincare routine, because it's just like a treat for your skin. This Missha Time Revolution Night Repair Probio Ampoule, used with the Time Revolution Essence together, they are like Mario and Luigi or fish and chips. They are like a perfect duo. This serum is another one of my holy grail products in my skincare routine. The consistency is kind of rich. It's got this gel-like thickness to it. It's got this light herbal smell to it. The bottle comes with this dropper, and just like a mad scientist with no lab protocols, I would just directly drop 3 to 4 drops on my face. I ain't gonna waste no product on my hands. I love how this product makes my skin feel. Every time I put these luxurious, smooth little droplets on my face, it's like Missha telling me, stay hydrated, skin. My skin feels more plump and supple after using this, and it also claims to have brightening and anti-aging ingredients in it. I don't know how much wrinkle it has been removing, but it's definitely keeping them at bay, and I'm pretty happy with it. Some people say this is the cheaper dupe of the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Serum. I've actually tried the sample size. The full size is $190. This Missha one is just as good and just as pampering. Of course I'm giving this 5 out of 5. I'm such a fangirl of this serum. Look at how many generations I've been supporting it. It's like Nintendo. I've got all the consoles. The next category is treatments. Treatments are powerhouse products that target specific skin concerns. And this little guy right here is the one product I would take if my house is on fire. I've still got 2 spare ones with the old packaging. I bulk bought these in Japan because I didn't know you could buy these at Nestyle. The consistency of this product is like a thick lotion. It's quite rich and slightly tacky. I would just squeeze out a pea-sized amount and just dab it around my eyes, on the sides of my forehead, and also these smile lines right here. I started developing these fine lines when I was in my mid-20s because I smiled a lot and I used this muscle heaps. It got to a point where my makeup would just start sinking into these creases. I started using this and it really helped plump up my skin and reduce the appearance of the fine lines. Now I actually use this as an eye cream and also on my forehead. At 51 New Zealand dollars, it is slightly expensive for Korean skincare, but you only need to use a tiny little bit for each application. Compared to some European products, this is actually much cheaper and the effects are probably the most noticeable out of all the products in this haul. I would give this 100 out of 5 if I can. It's honestly one of my favorite products ever. The next category is sheet masks, the most infamous product of the Korean skincare routine. This Dr. Jart Derm Mask Water Jet Vital Hydra Solution Sheet Mask has raving reviews across the internet, so I decided to give it a go. I usually use it for a little bit longer than the 20-minute recommendation, more like half an hour, because I just want to get the most out of it. This mask is really hydrating and I love using it on the days when my skin looks a little bit dull and it needs that little bit of extra boost. Most sheet masks don't fit my face shape properly because I've got a long face and sometimes this forehead area doesn't even get covered, but this one is not too bad. I would use the remaining essence in the packaging and just pat it across my neck. If you've got any more leftovers, apply in your cleavage area because then you don't get boob wrinkles. I would give this a solid 4 out of 5. I really enjoy using this product, but it's not revolutionary for me like some of the snail essence masks, but I love switching up my sheet mask because I have absolutely no brand loyalty in this category, and this is a trusty hydration booster when I need it. The next category is emulsions. It's like a thinner moisturizer that goes on before your face cream. I usually use this ABIP rebalancing emulsion after my serum and before my cream moisturizer. It's super lightweight and it's got a consistency like a lotion. I don't think I need a lot of it because at this point my skin is already prepped with all the treatments and all the essences. I only need about the size of an almond and I would just gently massage it into my face and my neck. I love how fast this product gets absorbed and it just feels like it's locking in all the goodness I've put on my face. If you've got oily or combination skin, I reckon this could be your day cream. It's got the nourishing effect without that heaviness. I personally have dry skin, so I would use it just before I put on my cream moisturizer because it feels like I'm giving my skin an extra layer of hydration and protection. One noticeable thing is that when I use this before I go to bed, the next day when I wake up my skin feels less dry. I would give this a 4 out of 5. I really like this product, but at 47 New Zealand dollars, I don't think the whole emulsion step is absolutely necessary for me. I do like to work this into my night routine on the days when I feel like my skin needs that extra little bit of pampering. I would definitely recommend this to people with oily skin because this is super lightweight, but it's also very hydrating and it could just be your go-to moisturizer. The next category is moisturizer. I am a cream-based fan and I love my moisturizers thick. I also ignore the night cream description on the packaging. I would use a night product during daytime, especially during the winter months when my skin feels a little bit drier. This Missha Time Revolution Night Repair Probio Ampoule Cream is the last step of the range. The texture is super rich and it feels super smooth on skin. I would scoop out the size of peanut with a spatula and just spread it evenly around my face and my neck. It just feels super nourishing. It's got this light herbal smell, just luxurious. I love how this product is like an armor to your skin because it feels like it's locking in all the previous goodness. This is a good introductory anti-aging night cream if you want a product that is a little bit richer and more nourishing. It's $61. Nope, it's not cheap, but I'm a sucker for consistency and I do love the whole Time Revolution range. You can buy the set like me if you know you like the range. Oh, it comes with a full-size serum and night cream and also 2 sample-size products, so it works out to be a little bit cheaper. I'm giving this 4.5 out of 5. Even though I love this, I think there are products that are slightly cheaper but just as effective. The next one I want to talk about is this Innisfree Jeju Orchid Intense Cream. This cream has a slightly thinner consistency than the Time Revolution one, but is still on the richer side. It might be a little bit too rich for people with oily or combination skin, but for people with dry skin, it's just right. I would even use it under my makeup. It's thick, but it doesn't clog up my pores. On drier days, I would actually use this under my sunscreen as a day cream. Using an amount of the size of a peanut is enough for me. I love how this cream gets absorbed so easily because it's thick but it's not filmy. My skin just slurps it up like me drinking a bubble tea. I absolutely love the smell of this. It's so divine. It makes me smell like a pretty orchid every time I use it. My skin feels so supple after using this, and it's also got this brightening quality that makes my skin look really well rested. Night creams are usually a pricier skincare product, but at $45, this deserves a 5 out of 5. It's definitely the go-to night cream if you want something still very nourishing but very affordable. Last but not least, sunscreen. If you haven't started using sunscreen, please start now. I wasn't a sunscreen believer and I was like, meh, my SPF 50 makeup is enough sun protection. Don't be me. This Missha All Round Safe Block Aqua Sun Gel is my go-to facial sunscreen. I personally don't like using a body sunscreen on my face because I find the consistency way too thick and it just blocks my pores and irritates my skin. This Missha one has the consistency of a lotion. It's super lightweight and it's almost kind of nourishing like a moisturizer. It's not oily and it doesn't leave a greasy appearance on my face. I would even use it under my makeup. It never clogged up my pores. Even though the SPF value is 50, which is super buff, it won't leave that white cast look like some sunscreen does. This is an easy 5 out of 5. At 19 New Zealand dollars, this tube will last you a good 5 to 6 months and your older self will thank you. That's it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this YesStyle skincare haul and my very honest review. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, hit that little bell so you don't miss my uploads. If you've got any skincare or beauty recommendations, please leave it in the comments down below. I am always keen to try something new and I would be more than happy to be a tester for you guys and for myself. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out!